If you look south from the A66, just as you get to Brough, there's the strangest looking hill. Nobody ever talks about it. It's not in any guidebooks really. It's never mentioned. It's not quite in the lakes. But this hill, mountain, has the most amazing summit I've ever seen and some of the best views. A66 between Scotch Corner and Brough is quite simply one of the best driving roads in the north, but it's also one of the most dangerous. There's junctions, hidden corners, endless trucks, lovely smooth road surface. It's a fast road, the A66, straight over the top of the Pennines, east to west, but as you sink down into Cumbria, you get this view. It's worth finding an old-fashioned floor to sealing urinal. No splashback. So there's a hill. It's never talked about. Hardly anybody knows about it. It's not in the guidebooks. If you look south from the A66 at Brough, you'll see it. That was a lucky shot, wasn't it? How peaceful this area is here, WestMorland. It's not quite the lakes, it's not quite Yorkshire. People generally avoid it unless they're on motorbikes. It's like the Garden of Eden, this. I had to stop and take a little film of it, otherwise it'd be forgotten. By me anyway. This is WestMorland. I haven't even got to the hill yet. I keep getting stopped. Look at that idyllic lifestyle there. Just Just a little gypsy traveller's lifestyle. Love it. Now this whole area, WestMorland, I remember when I lived in Bolton, I used to travel up the M6 and I used to stop at Tebay Services, which is the best service station in the UK, by the way. It's now called WestMorland Services on the M6, middle of nowhere. But I used to read at midnight. I remember reading in 1990 the placemats, and these placemats would tell you about this area, WestMorland, to the east of the M6, the area of Tebay, and there was communities that had been untouched by time. No electricity, no running water, no TVs. That's 30 years ago. It could well have changed now, but this is one of the most peaceful areas I've ever been. Well, that's where we're going. That crag at the top there. If we ever get there, I keep getting sidetracked. Notice how now that we've come into the valley, the shape has changed. You can't see the flat top anymore, as the landscape's moved. There's the train, if you can just see the train. That's the Carlisle Settle Railway there, skirting the hillside. I hope you saw that. But stick with me till the end, because I think it's my favourite mountain. It's just over 700 metres, about 706 I think. It has the most spectacular summit, and nobody talks about it. It also has probably the best views in the north. Can you believe it? I can't believe it that nobody mentions it. I heard a sneeze. I thought it was somebody right behind us. It was a sheep. I wonder if sheep get hay fever. That would be quite unfortunate, wouldn't it? It's not far away from main places, you know, main towns. And it's so idyllic. Oh, there's a pheasant. Oh, and another one. Hey, I'm quite lucky with the camera today. The Carlisle to Settle Railway skirts along the side of these hills. Just see if I can show you see the bridge. We're going to climb underneath there. I missed it last time, didn't know it was there, and ended up clambering across the tracks, which was interesting. My advice on walks like this is long trousers, not shorts. There's sheep everywhere. The grass is halfway up your calves. I'm just trying to find my way out of the field. It's not very clearly marked, this. But there's got to be a way under these railway tracks. Forgot the hay fever tablets. I don't even use tablets, I use a spray. I forgot them anyway. Lovely surroundings while you're getting lost. I mean, look at that. Isn't it lovely all around? And there's derelictness behind me here. Derelictness. Now, I didn't know this was a day of RAF training, but I'm pleased it was. So these foothills of the fell, as you can see, it's all long grass, spiky grass. There's no clear path. What I tend to do, there is a path somewhere, but I never find it. What I tend to do is just walk straight up, which you shouldn't really do. You should spend an extra few minutes trying to find the path, but you tend to find with these hills in the UK, you get a very, very steep first section, and then it levels off. There's a ridge walk right along the top, from sort of one little peak to the big peak. So I'm going to do that. Last time we didn't know that was there, so we went straight up the cliffs, and it was pretty hairy, that. So I think I'll bother doing that this time. Just take the time to stop and listen. Just take the time. Steep. The final bit to the crest at the top, and then all the way along to the big summit. It's very steep. Okay, getting towards the top. Tired. The flies have given up now, and it's getting distinctly windier. I'm not going to talk at the top. You know, there's no need for words when you see the views from up here. But I'm going to enjoy the top. I'm not going to rush it. It's been a slog getting up here. I'm going to take my time with the camera. Here's the path, right? You can just see it skirting up there, and I completely missed it again. And I was trudging through all of those new trees being planted, and the moss and the reeds and everything, all the way up there. Completely the wrong way. Allegedly, this mountain gets its name because it was the location of the last wild boar that was killed, hunted and killed in England. That's the legend, I believe. That's where it gets its name. At this time of day, just as the shadows are getting longer. WestMorland. Not very populated, is it? I'm the only person up here, you know, all alone. From up here you can see down the Yorkshire Dales, you see west across to the lakes and Cumbria, you can see north almost to Scotland. The summit of this hill gives you a panoramic view of the whole area. I think it's the highest point around. But the most amazing thing up here isn't that summit that we've just been on. It's what's further on along here. I've never seen anything like it. Come and follow me. at the standing stones on there. And you know exactly why they're there, don't you? Imagine walking across the top of here in the fog and having no idea what was ahead of you. To the left. I've never seen anything like that. The most spectacular summit of anything I've ever seen here. Somebody's built these. You can see why. The view from up here is simply second to none. This is looking down towards the Yorkshire Dales and then south towards Blackpool, Lancashire area. If anybody knows what that pointy hill is, just about there, I would love to know. I'd like to climb that, so please send a message if you know. Then we'll look to the west towards Cumbria, all from this one point. Right, I'm done. It took 4 hours to get up here, much harder than it looked. I think it's because I missed the path, and I make it twice as hard.